this stupid shit every day! So trash! I quit! The trash!
This is Tyler1, the man responsible for the longest League of Legends ban ever appointed to a pro player, inadvertently getting a Riot Games employee fired as a result of his actions. But before going on to be one of Twitch and LOL's biggest names, he earned himself the title of the most toxic player in North America for a reason. By intentionally throwing games, randomly going AFK, atrocious language in chat, and just ruining the experience for other gamers in general, Tyler1 quickly amassed a cult-like following for his unforgiving approach to gaming.
I don't really respect what the guy is doing. He's gotten a lot of popularity and a lot of credit for being straight up toxic.
And in contrast to other LoL streamers at the time, viewers were blessed with raw toxicity of the likes they've never seen before.
Fix the game!
Resulting in a ban that puts even XQC's toxicity to shame. He routinely mocked Riot Games for their actions, or should I say lack thereof, in dealing with players such as himself, posting on Twitter and even his Twitch profile how many banned accounts he has. It's unclear when Riot Games became aware of Tyler during his rise, but seeing as banning his individual accounts would just cause him to make a new one and work his way up again, to them, he was no longer just a loud, roid-raging streamer.
Who do you want to get on your team in solo queue? Do you want me on your team? Someone who's probably almost never gonna flame you and I'm gonna try my best every game? Or someone whose ego is so fragile that if you take a blue buff from a Draven as a quirky mid, he will intentionally feed in a one game?
Something had to be done. Something drastic. Something Riot Games had never done before to someone of Tyler's status.
Right, you guys are a bunch of fucking clowns. You serious, dude? Banned? No message? Banned? For what?
Little information was given at the time, with fans, pro players, and even Tyler himself wondering what it was specifically that pushed Riot Games over the edge. Hey all, instant feedback catches the most unsportsmanlike players in League, but some people go out of their way to continue ruining games for the community. Because of a well-documented history of account bans for verbal abuse, intentional feeding, as well as account sharing and purchasing, evasion of sportsmanship systems, and player harassment, we will not allow Tyler1 to hold a League of Legends account indefinitely. Any account definitively used by him will be banned immediately upon identification. We know we're not perfect, and this has dragged on too long, but we want you to know, when the rare player comes along who's a genuine jerk, we've still got your back. With Tyler being such a hot topic among the community, it seems just about everyone had their own opinion about his ban. But with him building his whole character around aggression, it was going to be difficult, if not straight up impossible to find his way back.
Boys, do you know what this means? You boys know what this means right here? I'm gonna miss you guys. I am. It's been fun. I've had a fun time streaming with you boys. I have. It's been fun.
Can't stream League anymore. The death of a legend. Tyler1. TY all my fans. I love you guys. This is not the end of the story for Tyler and League. For the time being, having no choice but to move on to variety streams, this was just the beginning of what many consider to be the golden age of Tyler1. Chef Tyler, Santa 1, and not to forget his many run-ins with Greek God X. All these legendary moments could be attributed to the fact that he couldn't play LOL. But the attention he drew from being banned resulted in hordes of people flocking to his stream to see the man that caused the drama, giving the people not so interested in LOL a chance to see what Tyler1 was all about. If we take a detailed look at the growth history for Tyler1, we can see a clear influx of viewers stemming from the introduction of variety streams. Tyler continued to dominate the Twitch landscape without a hiccup until late 2017, where he found himself in the center of one of the biggest controversies in League of Legends history. In a Reddit thread garnering a whopping 40,000 upvotes, it was made public that a Riot Games employee known simply as Sandro was shitting all over Tyler on the League of Legends Discord server. Free Tyler1 to make 100k a year on being a dick in a game he didn't make. He looks like a damn homunculus, to be honest. Honestly, it's fine. He'll from a coke overdose or to cancer from all the steroids. Then we'll all be Gucci. You know how much bullshit he's caused me personally? I've spent so many hours of my workday dealing with his bullshit. If Games had he had 20 plus accounts permabanned, all content gone, all ranks gone. What kind of sociopath even does that? Now, for the average gamer, saying Tyler1 will cark it from roid overuse is not so bad. But when an employee from the game you were banned from for life begins wishing death upon you publicly, it becomes pretty clear that employees from within the company may have a personal vendetta or bias against him.
Dude, come on. That's my personal take on the situation. I don't speak for the company on live chat. I'm my own person. It really sucks that some people still hold a massive grudge versus old T1 and refuse to acknowledge I've changed. With that being said, I have no hard feelings towards the guy. Shit happens.
In the days following the controversy, Senjuro made his official, horribly received apology.
Reddit, League players, Tyler. I displayed a gross error in judgment last night and wholeheartedly apologize for my comments. They were out of line and not what any of you deserve to hear, especially from a rioter. I'll be taking time away from Reddit, Discord, and in-game chat to reflect on how I communicate with players. Sorry again for the insults and the language.
At the time, it was kind of hard for people to comprehend how an official representative of the game could cause such a major issue.
Your company preaches how toxicity is the worst thing in the game, and yet you make statements like this? I think you should be removed from your position at Riot. You clearly lack the judgment necessary to be in any type of leadership role whatsoever.
But little did they know that this type of language was essentially commonplace among Riot employees, with reports of people calling each other
Fats, pussies, cock,
and even sometimes escalating to In hindsight, and in addition to Sanjuro's alcohol abuse, which we'll touch on later, it becomes pretty clear how this situation came to be. So in a last-ditch effort to save their image, they did what any company would have done and let Sanjuro go.
How do I feel about what happened this weekend? I'll say this real quick. Number one, I do not do steroids. I have never taken any kind of drugs like that. I do not, no, I don't. I don't do cocaine. No, I don't. I do not drink alcohol. I do not drink soda. Hey, I'm gonna clear that up real quick. I don't do any of that. Heads up, guys. None of it. Never have, never will. I haven't drank a soda since 8th grade. Okay? And with that being said, my lawyers have advised me not to speak on the matter anymore.
According to a Reddit post, a Rolling Stones article was published soon after, stating the real reason for his outburst was alcohol. It's quite possible that Tyler's lawyers telling him not to speak on the matter was because of how touchy the subject can be. Though I was lucky enough to find a saved version on the Wayback Machine, for whatever reason this article has since been deleted.
I'm checking into a rehab center to try and find out how my drinking led to this happening. Once I'm back home, I'll look for some freelance work for a bit, but ultimately I'd like to get back into making games. Riot is a fantastic company, the best I've ever worked for, and I'll continue playing and watching League.
It was from here on that Tyler1 went all in on his campaign to get himself unbanned. If there were ever a time to weasel his way back into League's good books, it was now. It was from this moment he vowed to be different. Be reformed.
I'm done. It's speech time, motherfuckers, in this bitch. I have climbed through the hells. Elo hell. I've been there. I've done that. I'm finished. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna reform. I'm going to stop being toxic from this moment on. Quote me on that. If I ever say negative thing to my teammates again, I'll quit streaming forever. Never again. I will not say one negative word. I will not feed. I will not troll. I will not AFK. Guaranteed. I've been through a lot. I've lost a lot of games I could have won. I got some really quality teammates that I put down with my words. Times are changing. I'm growing up. Turning into a man.
After almost a whole year of painstaking reformation of his character, it finally happened.
What's up, everybody? So, I'm sure
everybody knows what's going on here. I'm sure everybody here has heard the news. T1 has been unbanned from League of Legends.
A total of 613 days later, his lifetime ban had been lifted.
Quick story of how the unbanning went down. Riot actually begged me to come back. Our game is dying. Tyler, please come back. We need you. After a few months of negotiations, I decided that if I get Draven every single game, every single time, I will come play your dying, boring game. And they agreed. And hey, that is how I have been unbanned.
At its peak, Tyler1's return to League stream amassed a total of over 380,000 viewers, breaking the previous record at the time by over 140,000. A record, mind you, held by the most famous LOL player, Faker's first day of streaming. And as for Sandro, looking at his LinkedIn profile for the years following, it seems he did move on to other projects and has since left all this behind him. If you want to see more ban stories, be sure to check out the many bans of XQC.